Baby, if you wasn't on Instagram a couple of moments ago, I don't know where y'all was at, because it seeming like Az and Joy done got into it. Az done went up to that condo to get her stuff, and her and Joy got into it. We gonna talk about it, but before we do, definitely make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you receive all notifications for this channel. Now let's get into the commentary. It seemed like the sisterhood, honey, has came to a close temporarily, because hopefully, you know, to God be the glory that they could get, you know, this situation together and just realize that the person that's at fault here is Kay. But honey, I just was on Instagram and, you know, minding my business, and all of a sudden I'm starting to receive these notifications from my subbies. So shout out to my subbies who sent me the notification that Az Reed was going live. And next thing I know, I'm watching the live, honey, and a whole situation, if y'all was on there too, y'all seen the whole situation go down. So if you are not up to speed, Az Reed and Joy done got into it. Az Reed done pressed charges on Joy. And how it happened is, from what she explained, she went up to the condo to get, you know, her things, because as we all know, she no longer is, I guess, living there. And sometimes, you know, you may not take all of your stuff. So it apparently, you know, if it is a situation with this whole condo situation, maybe they got to get all their stuff up out of there and stuff got to be handled. Who knows? But she went on up because she has access to the condo and to get her stuff. So she brings people that she trusts with her. You know, I heard in the background it sounded like Angelo, her dad, and she probably bought people who she trusts with her because she did not know, you know, what Joy could have done, or what anybody that's affiliated with him or with Kay could have done to her. So she says that, you know, while she's up there, Joy kept coming at her. And if you was looking at the video, because I seen a video and I seen the live, and from the video, Joy is saying, why do you have these men up in here? And you know he wouldn't like that. So Az Reed is like, oh, he don't like men, and kind of like could have been alluding to something. Now I'm not putting words in nobody's mouth, but it kind of sounded like it could have been alluding to something, baby. So I was like, everybody know that it's rumors that's swirling around that Kay could have possibly been, you know, into the other team. That's what the rumors are, okay? You know, the rumors, as he so called it. These ain't nothing but rumors. So that's what the streets was talking about. And then the whole situation with Dominique looking like appearing like, you know, a young man. Not to say that she's not beautiful, but how her look went from long hair and beauty to the look that she has now. And she would not answer that question in the series when it was asked to her, which, you know, she has every right to not want to get into that, but that's, you know, it's been rumors about that, okay? So when Az Reed had said that, I was like, oh, and so then, you know, Joy is kind of like, it's disrespectful. And from Az Reed's position, she's like, you know, one of his, she said, handlers, you know, somebody named Kimberly, came up to the apartment, and she didn't really want her, she didn't know who she was. She didn't want her rummaging around. Like, for all she knows, she could be like somebody off the street. She don't know who this is. So she was like, she would feel more comfortable if Joy come up, because she know that Joy lived there. Joy is, I guess, Joy sent her, the girl Kimberly up, somebody that worked for Kay, up there to, I guess, grab some belongings or whatever. And it turned in, honey, to the pause was put on, because next thing you know, the camera dropped. I guess, Joy done put, hands on her, because if you look at Azriel, her eye area kind of looked a little puffy, like she had to defend herself. Now, all this time, people been making it seem like Azri has been the more assertive and aggressive one. But honey, I don't know what it is that Kay done put up on Joy, because she was definitely acting very, like, if you look at the video, very hostile. You know what I mean? So this man hold on these folks is serious. Now, it could just, it could be, like I said, when I said what I said about Joy, it could be a lot going on, honey. But baby, when Azri was on video and she said, honey, did y'all hear when she said, you messed with me, ... when I was 17, I was like, oh, honey, the tea is dropping. The truth is coming out, honey. The cards and the house that Kay have built, honey, is coming, falling, crumbling down, honey. They are talking now. And then, Azri put on her story, if I could be 17 again. You get what I'm saying? So it's seeming like, Azri basically seemed like maybe in a situation she wasn't happy and she couldn't do a lot of things when she was in that relationship, because like I was saying, you take on that identity of that person. So if he was running stuff, he had all the money, paying for everything, your power is taken away from you. That's why I don't recommend women, letting a man take care of everything, because you giving too much power over there. It's not balanced. So he's running everything. You living under his roof. He paying for everything. He got, the food and everything. So as long as you are a subject, you are subjected to whatever a person say you subjected to. So it seemed like, as soon as he was in his situation, it was like a weight kind of was lifted off of her. You seen her dancing, happy, free on the internet, like any youth would. Like, that's why I didn't understand why people is acting like this was a normal situation. And baby, she done spilled the tea. Honey, she done told the truth. It's coming out, honey. It was busting out. She been waiting. You could tell from the messages. She been wanting to talk about her story. She's coming to the realization. And this is why people like Kay, they don't want people to be around family members, because as long as you have access to the outside world of celebrity, you have people saying, yo, this is not, this is not acceptable. This is not right. We love you. Come back over here. So this is why you try to cut off or isolate a person, because if you had a person doing stuff, then as soon as they around their family and their family is like, no, we love you. You listen, girl, this is bugged out. We here for you. We got your back. Tell your truth, honey. And the truth started coming out, because it's a total 360 turnaround from that Gayle King interview where she was crying and saying what she, he probably had her saying. And remember, Alice and her dad was going through devastation because they knew that it sounded like some I would say, like it was scripted. Like he probably was like, you better get up there and say this, that, and the third. So, and I also believe that she genuinely did love him, because if you're around a person, you become you become empathetic, and you start sympathizing with the person that's holding you or the person that got you bound. So, honey, it seeming like Joy, honey, and she yelling out, what she yelling out, honey, but it's sad. And I already knew that if Kay had Lisa back in the day in a situation that he had her in, with, being in a similar situation to what Azri said Joy was going through, honey, Joy better listen. If Joy better leave this situation. Get yourself off the K train, because it's on a road to nowhere, boo. It's on a road to nowhere. Like, I can understand that you may feel hurt because she kind of disobeyed her parents, thinking that you wanted celebrity and all the rest of this stuff. And yeah, they did a lot of things, but now I could see why they might have been in such a desperation and why they did some of the stuff they did. But honey, now from the way the way Az told it, was that you got yourself with this K doing what he said Lisa was doing back in the day. Had her in a situation. I'm telling you, honey, when this situation goes to the big gathering or the try situation, honey, all the truth in the floodgates is coming out. So the smart thing, of course, you can't really go against the person if a person had you doing stuff, because then they got that dangling over your head. And maybe that was something that was dangling over her head. And maybe, as Ree, knowing that she was in the position that she was in before, her being a youth when she first got involved with this situation, maybe that is the saving grace of the situation for her, because that's a person, at 17, you ain't thinking about, what you got a certain sense of naivete, basically. She had aspirations of being a singer, and then next thing you know, got into all this, and Joy being, I guess, 19 at the time, with a certain sense of naivete, this dude done got these young women in a serious, honey, pickle right now. This is a serious situation. And honey, I'm telling you, all these folks talking wild, reckless, the truth is coming out. I'm telling you. And a person may not say or want to come out and say something because they know that the person had them doing certain stuff to prove their loyalty, or it's certain, pics or certain stuff, imagery, and maybe videos and stuff that had them looking a certain way, honey. And so they like, I got to stay loyal. And now I'm getting a sense that is what could be going on. And I don't know, y'all, but this is wild. So also on the live, she starts to, giving her number and saying that Kay is probably most likely gonna have Joy changing her number because the La Policia ended up coming. So she is actually, pressing and putting, that paperwork on Joy. So it's gonna be a call for her to get herself turned in, so that situations could be handled, because she apparently put the pause on Asri, and it was a scuffle that happened, and Asri claimed that she had to defend herself. But y'all probably say, did y'all see the live? Did you see the video? Because it's a video of the whole situation. Obviously I can't put that up on YouTube, because I know it's gonna be one genius that's gonna be talking about why you didn't put up the video. You cannot put videos up like that on YouTube. So if you want to see that, you most likely gonna have to see that on IG, because you can't put videos like that up on YouTube due to the community guidelines. Y'all know what time it is. We ain't gonna act like we ain't hear what was going on in 2019, baby. But this, y'all, got me like, what? I was like, what's up, Juan? What's going on here? What is going on here? When I heard her say what she said. And this goes back to what everybody else been saying. A lot of them women was saying that that's what he had them doing. Like, he had those, twas type of situations, to where it might be you and somebody else. And y'all know, like, that interviewer asked him, so, do you like such and such and such? Y'all know what the question was. And he was like, well, how such and such we talking? Like, it wasn't an answer that was like, sir. A proper answer would be like, sir, I like grown women. That's what somebody that was giving a proper answer would give. Not how young we talking. That's not gonna be your answer. Like, what are you doing? So he done had them in some type of, I'm gonna say, love triangles going on. Love triangles going on that should not have been going on, honey. It's wild. It's wild, folks. It's folks, the floodgates and the truth coming out. Folks turning on each other. The house that Kay have built is coming crumbling down. Humpty Dumpty is coming tumbling down, baby. Like, for real. In this whole situation. Like, this is just, I was like, what? When I'm getting all these notifications, then I get on the live, she crying, she looking like she done been through like so much. And yesterday I just was saying how happy I was. And honestly, I kind of just wish that it just was like, look, blank them clothes. I don't need none of that stuff that's affiliated with that. I wish it kind of was like that, to where she just ain't even go back to that residence for nothing. Like, blank them clothes, I'ma just start over. I wish that's how it was, because I feel like going back to that space, like, you don't really need no negative energy that's even tied to that. But what can you do? Folks is grown, they're gonna do what they want to do, but you don't want nothing from that place that low place, okay? Like, that's like when Yahweh told them folks, listen, leave that stuff alone. Don't bring none of that stuff. Leave it. You feel what I'm saying? When you leave certain stuff alone, you don't want to bring negative stuff from a negative place, because that stuff be having spirits attached to it. You feel what I'm saying? So if you in your new place and you in your freedom place and you overcoming and breaking through, getting your spiritual breakthrough on, you want to get new things. You get what I'm saying? They don't have no attachment to that man, his money, none of that stuff. Just start over. But she felt like she wanted to go get her stuff, and it ended up, honey, being a whole catastrophe. It ended up being wild. But I mean, I'm not happy that something happened to her. I'm happy that she kind of shared some truth that was going on, because it needed to be said so that we have a clearer picture of what type of individual we was dealing with. And I think that's why a lot of K supporters is mad at Azri, because she is taking her life back. She is, she's in control. She's in control of her life. And they're mad about that, because now, baby, the truth is coming out. Y'all was the people initially was like, oh, they grown, they want to be there, and now we see, boo, everything wasn't good in they so-called paradise. Okay, like we see how far gone Joy is, definitely. So we sending our prayers out for Joy. We sending our prayers out for her family, because that's gonna be some intensive counseling right there. Like, she was like, he wouldn't want no men in here and all the rest of this stuff, honey. And I think it's half and half. Part way the embarrassment of the whole family situation, and then part way that she far gone in her mind, in her attachment and loyalty, and also just knowing that a person to get you to prove your loyalty had you doing stuff. And now that little comment done slipped on out. So I'm sure folks is gonna be wanting to talk to Azri regarding that statement that she made today. Honey, hunty, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this, baby. Like, this is just woo. I was like, oh man. I will be coming back with updates, definitely. So make sure y'all check out the updates on this situation. I'm praying for all parties involved, because, honey, this is about to be wild. 2020 about to be wild, y'all. We already off to a wild start, and it's for sure about to be wild. So please stay tuned. Hit that notification bell so that you receive all notifications, and sit tight. Y'all, so now's the time that I want y'all to leave y'all's thoughts on this in the comment section, because I know y'all be wanting to tell it all about what y'all saw. So I'm gonna give y'all this time to share your thoughts on this. But it definitely was wild, because I feel like when Azri was giving her statement, she was saying how she Joy tried to get her with the phone, and how when she was saying, you did what you did to me when I was such and such years old. You know what you did? You did it multiple times. And Joy was saying she was so wrong for what she was saying and all of the rest of the stuff, and honey, and it's just it's wild. But the whole way the situation happened, y'all, if y'all think about it, as Ree coming to get her stuff, she, was living there at one point in time, and she, I guess, was trying to regulate the situation, because she like, I don't know who this lady is. You coming in here rummaging through, thinking you gonna rummage through the place or run through the place, and there's other people belongings up there. So I guess Joy, she said, was initially there to get the Grammys and the other stuff about the apartment. Maybe they got to clear up out that condo, and that's what's going on, and why they moving all the stuff up out of it. But honey, what are y'all's thoughts? That's all I have to say, y'all. Really, is what do y'all think? Like, y'all, everybody is sending me notifications as I'm recording this right now, honey. Y'all know I didn't miss a peep of this situation. I was in at first I seen that she was going live, and I had, I always kind of check in to see, what is said, if it's something that I feel is beneficial to talk about, because I don't try to talk about every little thing that a person say. I feel like that's you trying to clout chase doing that type of stuff. But if it's news, then I feel like it's worth talking about. This situation, honey, the truth is being told, and baby, the floodgates have opened. Leave your thoughts and comments, down below and in the chat. I'm gonna let y'all chat amongst yourselves, and I'm gonna get into the comment section myself, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna close the chat up. Come shop with me now at my Teespring store, KingBritneyChanel Couture. I provide custom apparel and so much more for an affordable price. We have items like leggings, t-shirts, and hoodies. So thank you for shopping, and I hope that you enjoy. Hey honeys, thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.